Every YouTuber's favorite part of going live when they're not used to going live is the millennial pause, as it's been called, of, is this thing on? Is this going on? Hey, welcome to a quick live here on Studio 219. Yes, I know. I just dropped a new video. Brandon, are you okay? You're doing another video now. You're doing it live. What's going on? Everything's fine. It's the end of the month. I'm just trying to get caught up on a few things that should have already have come out here on the show and or on the channel, that is. So if you're new, dropping in for the first time, please hit that subscribe button, like, and leave a comment if you don't mind doing that as well. Thank you for dropping in for this quick video. I want to talk a little bit, as the clickbaity title indicates, is the academic studying of philosophy dead? Is it dead? Because one of the shows here I have on the channel is called Seminary Reflections, where I try to stay up to date the best I can on the university, college, seminary, divinity school, graduate school world, what's going on there, weigh in a little bit solely as somebody who has been in this world. I graduated from seminary a couple years ago, for those of you who may not know, and I try to stay up to date on these things because I see myself as not an expert in this world by any means of the stretch of the imagination, but as somebody who cares about the changes, the growth, and how potentially this academic world could be better. And there's a trend I'm starting to notice, and it is that philosophy programs are being shut down. This is not a widespread issue yet, but every once in a while, maybe once a year since I have started my seminary life, went back to seminary the whole bit, it seems like I come across a story or two during that year, where it is announced that such and such school is shutting down their philosophy program. The most recent one that came to my attention was the University of Toronto out in, or no, not Toronto, excuse me, the University of Toledo in Ohio. University of Toledo, because of a new legislation that the state of Ohio passed, it not only rolls back a lot of DEI measures, which is, of course, a big thing, an entire talking point this year, something really worth diving into, honestly, at some point, a big thing for the Trump administration to undiversify and be uninclusive and equal as possible, just continuing to roll this back as much as physically possible. And part of this legislation not only rolls this back, but makes uh, puts in there this thing that requires colleges and universities to shut down programs that do, when they do not confer so many students. It was like 5 students in 3 years or something like that. If you have a track record of conferring less than 5 students in this window of time, then that program needs to be shut down. And in this article, it goes on to show that, most of the programs that then are having to be shut down at the University of Toledo have to do with a lot of diversity and inclusion studies, Middle Eastern studies, women and gender studies. These kinds of several programs are being shut down. The one out of all of these diversity programs and the philosophy program, the one that was like the most eye-catching as the you are the one who does not belong here, one of these things are not like the others, was data analytics. Data analytics program was going to be shut down, which I found very interesting because I thought that was supposed to be like part of the wave of the future of like AI studies, data analytics, graphic design. We all know, if it doesn't exist already, at some point social media influencer will be a degree that people can get in school. My son is 3 years old. I have no idea what this world is going to look like in 15 years, if it will even exist, if it will even be a common option as it was when I was 18 years old going to college for the first time. But all that is to say, there is a whole conversation worth having on the side of, hey, all of these programs that are raising voices and perspectives that have constantly been shut out are now being shut out. Like, there is definitely a conversation worth having there. And who knows if other states like Ohio will pass legislation that continues this kind of a trend. But part of that is also affecting the philosophy program. And I keep coming across this. Everyone, like I said, like once a year, maybe 2 times a year, I'll come across an article that says such and such school is shutting down their philosophy program. And it makes me wonder if we are just seeing a growing trend. This is just speculation here on my end, where at some point, studying philosophy as a degree is just going to go away and just be an antiquated thing that does not happen in colleges and universities anymore. What is encouraging about all of this, if there's a silver lining in any of this, it is the fact that though the degree is going away, the classes are not. Some of the classes are required as like a gen ed kind of class, but many of the classes at this university in particular are very popular among students to take as electives. And because of that, one silver lining is the fact that this university has announced that no one's losing their jobs. They're shutting down the degree, but nobody is losing their jobs. That is a very good thing. The other silver lining in this, again, focusing very specifically on this growing trend that seems to be happening of philosophy is just going away, philosophy degrees are going away, is that it doesn't seem like the interest is going away. There does still seem to be value in studying philosophy. Devoting your entire academic career to it seems to be the part that's going away, which is, I think, still, if we're trying to pull any kind of silver lining out of any of this, the fact that there is still academic interest in studying philosophy to some level of interest, I think is a good thing. That shows that it is not completely dead, right? Um, and obviously, the title of this live is supposed to be eye catching on purpose, of like, oh, it's dead. It's not really dead. It may be dying or have a really bad sickness right now, but it's not fully dead. There still does seem to be an interest here. But I'm curious to see where this is headed. Will this continue to be a trend where we see more and more often, one, DEI measures being rolled back and that affecting certain programs that are supposed to lift up voices and histories that are diverse and inclusive? But if there will also continue to be this downward trend of the need to study philosophy academically, devoting your entire academic career to the study of philosophy. If this is going to become like an antiquated thing, like people just don't care, I don't think that's necessarily the case. Again, the student body here at this university seems to value a lot of what is being taught, even if they just want a part of what is being taught. The other thing is that I don't know if this is necessarily a reflection on a lack of interest as it is full devotion to the subject, because in this creator world that I float around in, it doesn't take long to realize that stoicism is very popular among men who are creators. Jordan Peterson is a great example of that, and others. Like, stoicism is having a moment, has been having a moment for a while now. So I don't know if it's necessarily the case that philosophy itself is dead. Maybe the academic desire to study it is going to go away at some point, but it it seems like people are finding philosophical studies in other places. Maybe the best way to put it is that we seem to be taking the study of philosophy upon ourselves more, rather than going to academia for it. And we'll just have to see how that changes the landscape. I think, as I brought up this whole like stoicism as having a moment thing. I think that is genuinely affecting the culture of men as a cisgendered man, like as a cis man, like male. I do think that the popularity of stoicism is affecting the landscape of masculinity. I do think that. And you can't not live life without some type of perspective, worldview, any of it. Even if you like don't care about the academic studying of philosophy, you still have some kind of a worldview that is being influenced by other factors outside of academia. So I just wanted to I'm going to start wrapping it up now, but I just wanted to take a little bit of time to get in here and let you all know I think something is happening here. We'll have to see if it continues. And as more articles like this pop up, maybe I will pop up more here on lives to talk about it. But thank you all for watching this video. Again, do all of the YouTube things, check out the other videos here on Studio 219, and I will see you next time.